It is easier to win NBA championships and Super Bowls when the path is easier. We know Michael Jordan. We suspect he's the best basketball player of all time. Many believe that. But when the Pistons with Isaiah Thomas were in their prime and the Celtics with Larry Bird were in their prime, Michael couldn't get to the finals. And then those teams got old and the path was easier in the East. And then he won, and Magic and the Lakers got old, and the path got easier, and he never had to really face great teams in the finals. It was Barkley's Suns, Gary Payton's Sonics, Clyde Drexler's Blazers, good teams, not all-timers. Belichick. It's amazing how easy it is when you always get a bye home field advantage because the AFC East is terrible. It's amazing how that works. There is this sense that Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs are going to go on a 12-year run, and it's going to create a litany of Super Bowl trophies. They'll have to build rooms in Kansas City. But remember, they're going to have to pay him. This year his cap hits $5 million. Next year it's 22, 21. After that, it's in the 30s. After that, it's in the 40s. You better win now. Because look at the current AFC quarterback roster. Look how many great young quarterbacks are in the AFC. Mahomes, 25. Watson, 25. Baker, 25. Josh Allen, 24. Burrow, 24. Lamar, 23. Justin Herbert, 22. Trevor Lawrence, 21. I won't count Justin Fields because I don't think he's a guarantee to be a star. In the NFC, we're not talking about what could really happen with Aaron Rodgers. Is it going to be Aaron, who's 36, has 5 to 6 years left, that goes on an unbelievable run? Brady's a year or two from retiring. Brees is retiring. Alex Smith, Matt Ryan, Matt Stafford, and a bunch of young quarterbacks. Goff, Trubisky, Carson Wentz, Garoppolo. A lot of meh, a lot of I don't know. Aaron Rodgers is going to have a much easier path, even in Aaron Rodgers' division. Minnesota's not going to live with Kirk Cousins forever. Chicago's eventually moving off Trubisky. Stafford's not the future in Detroit. It's going to look like the AFC East. It's going to be Aaron Rodgers and 3 teams trying to figure out quarterbacks. And Zimmer's a defensive coach, and the Lions may hire Robert Saleh, and he's a defensive coach, and those are not wizards offensively like Aaron has with Matt LaFleur. We're all talking about Mahomes dominating this league. He's got Justin Herbert in his own division. Good luck with that for the next decade. It looks like to me Aaron's got this runway of 8, 9, 10 years, and the only other star is Russell Wilson. That's it. That's it. And Russell had to just get his OC fired and has the worst offensive line of all the star quarterbacks. So I know you don't think I like Aaron Rodgers, but I look at the runway, and the runway is, for Aaron, is Russell Wilson and a soon-to-be 70-year-old head coach who's more of a defensive guy. It's like, all right, that's one. You may not even have to play them in the playoffs. Somebody else could knock them off. I mean, Mahomes is just going to have this. I mean, Josh Allen, many believe, is just as talented. Lamar's not, but is a better athlete. And I'm not even counting like Justin Fields. I'm not counting Tua. What if Deshaun Watson goes over to a better coach? So it's not a knock on Kansas City. I think it's remarkable. And in a lot of instances, this is really all about one thing. AFC general managers moved up to get Lamar, moved up to get Mahomes, moved up to get Josh Allen. In a lot of instances, AFC general managers were just smart, super aggressive, and moved up to get star quarterbacks. I don't know. Kyler, I guess, is the real star in the NFC. He's the one guy we all believe is kind of magnetic. And I don't doubt that. I don't think he's Mahomes or Josh Allen, but I do think there's some real talent. Maybe Jalen Hurts becomes that. But it's a lot of Carson Wentz, Trubisky, Goff. And then it's a bunch of Matt Ryan's getting old, and Stafford's getting old, and Brees is going to retire, and Brady's going to retire. And that's Aaron Rodgers, Russell Wilson, and a lot of we don't know. I think the Packers got a long runway of Super Bowls if Aaron can stay upright. Supplement I take every day is M-Drive. Powerful ingredients backed by science. Muscle leaner. A little more energy. Go to mdriveformen.com today. Greg Cosell, NFL Meat Sandwich on a Thursday. Live in L.A. Next.
Watching the Browns beat the Steelers Sunday, Chiefs receiver Sammy Watkins was tweeting about how shocked he was with the outcome of the game. And then when someone replied to him saying, looks like we've got some competition next week, Watkins dismissed it, saying, I wouldn't go that far.
I wouldn't do that.
The top-seeded Chiefs are a heavy favorite going into Sunday's game, but Baker shrugged off Watkins' criticism.
I have no problem with it, to be honest with you, because if you don't have confidence, then you're not going to have success. And those guys have been doing it together for a few years now. They have a ton of confidence in each other. And so, I mean, it's just, people get mad when you put it out there as, your quote-unquote bulletin board material. But, I mean, I don't have a problem with it. It comes with the nature of this game. You got to be confident. You got to know and believe in yourself.
Yeah, we got to be careful making too much of a response to a tweet.
Well,
it wasn't a press conference.
Yeah, it's not like it was a press conference. It's we're looking for anything. Like, this is a content world, so they're going to pay attention to it. And if you put it out there, people are going to make a bigger deal out of it than it really is. And look, to Baker's point, he probably does feel that way. They're a very good team. I think it's kind of crazy everyone's just writing them off. Like, I think they'll have a little bit of rust, but as we've seen throughout the years, they have no problem playing from behind. So even if they do get ahead, they still have Patrick Mahomes.
I cannot wait to watch this game. I don't even know what the TV rating is going to be. Cleveland won 11 games, people. How are you a 10-point dog? So
the Chiefs are a 10-point favorite over the Browns.
And the line hasn't moved.
That part I'm with you on. That I think is crazy. That I think is absolutely crazy.
I don't get it.
If for nothing else, because the Chiefs haven't blown out a team in a long time. They've still won, which is the important part.
We know they're talented.
But they haven't blown out a team, so the line is it's crazy.
And hasn't moved, meaning that it's the right line. Like the Sharps.
I could see if Cleveland was having a little trouble running the ball or something like that. Like there was